Speqpeq. Hello everyone and welcome to my reading of Kyé7e's Speqpeq, Grandmother's Berries. Written, illustrated, and photographed by me, Jasmine Pigeon. Dedication. I would like to dedicate this book to Tootma's little sprinkle, who is growing strong in the tummy of my cha-cha. May you grow even stronger with the teachings of your people. Kyé7e's Speqpeq. I remember my Kyé7e always telling me stories. That was my favorite thing about her. Well, that and her long gray hair that she always kept in braids. I remember her telling me stories as we would take walks and go for picnics in the mountains. My favorite story she would tell me was about the time she got lost picking berries when she was a little girl. I remember my Kyé7e telling the story like this. When I was a little girl, just like you, I loved running around out on the land. I used to spend my days running through the the trees, and spotting animals and picking Speqpeq, the berries, until I couldn't eat any more. Kyé7e used to tell me this, and she would always tickle my belly, making me laugh. I remember one time when I was picking Speqpeq and eating as I went, I didn't notice that I was going deeper and deeper into the trep. I also didn't notice that the sunny summer day was now turning cloudy and gray. Kyé7e always used to pretend to shiver and pinch my sides when she would tell me this part. Kyé7e would say, if I was paying attention, I would have smelt the rain coming. Maybe I wouldn't have wandered so far and got myself so lost. It wasn't until I heard the faraway hoot from Snina, owl, that I looked around. As I looked around from all the berry bushes, I realized just how far I had gone and how lost I was. I remember being really scared and all the hair on my neck and arms standing up. Kyé7e would then tell me, my Kitka, my mom, always used to tell me to be cautious of Snina. She would say that he was a messenger. I remembered what my Kitka had taught me, so I stood up with my basket full of Speqpeq and I said, Kyé7e's, Snina. Thank you, Owl. I didn't know how lost I was. Kyé7e's for delivering this message. I will try my best to find my way home. I remember Kyé7e always telling me that after she thanked Snina, she didn't know what to do next. It was then that I heard a whisper. Kyé7e used to tell me this, and it was my turn to have all the hair on my neck and arms stand on end as I shivered. I remember always asking her, Kyé7e, what did the whisper say? Kyé7e would then tell me, I looked around, trying to see where the whisper was coming from. This way, my Eamch. This way, my grandchild. The whisper kept saying the same thing over and over again. This way, my Eamch. After looking around for a few minutes, I paused and took a deep breath, closing my eyes. Kyé7e would always pause the story and take a deep breath. I would do it too. I remember Kyé7e telling me, when I opened my eyes, I could see who was whispering to me. It was the Speqpeq themselves. From the bushes, they kept whispering, This way, my Eamch. Kyé7e would then tell me, I knew I was going to be okay. I followed what the Speqpeq were telling me to do and started stumbling up the slope. As I went along, I thanked the Speqpeq and asked, What is your name? Speqpeq, they would whisper back. It means Saskatoon berry. Kyé7e's, Speqpeq, I would whisper back over and over again as I walked through the bushes. After whispering it 4 times, I got to the end of the berry bush patch. I wasn't sure where to go next. This way, my Eamch. I heard another whisper, but this voice sounded different. This time I could see who it was. Further up the hill was another berry bush patch, but I could tell it wasn't Speqpeq. As I rushed along towards the patch, I kept saying, Kyé7e's. I was thankful to be getting away from the coming rain. This way, my imch, the bushes urged. Kyé7e's, my friends, what can I call you? Kyé would reply. Schoosum, they would whisper back. It means soapberry. Kyé7e's, schoosum, I would whisper back over and over again as I walked through the bushes. This way, my imch, was their only reply. After I whispered my thanks 4 times, I got to the end of the berry bush patch and again wasn't sure where to go next. This way, my imch, I heard in a third voice. Kyé would tell me, I saw another berry bush patch down a path and felt safe. I almost ran the short distance to them, thankful for their protection once again. After I reached them, I whispered, Kyé7e's, what is your name, my friends? Kyé, they would whisper back. It means kinnikinnick. Kyé7e's, Kyé, I would whisper back over and over again as I walked through the bushes. This way, my imch, they would reply each time. After I thanked them 4 times, I came to the end of the path and didn't know where to turn next. Kyé would tell me, I looked everywhere for the next berry bush patch, but couldn't see one around me. I could smell the rain getting closer and I was starting to get worried again. Just then, I thought I heard a faint whisper. Over the howling wind, I thought I could hear a tiny squeak saying, This way, my imch. My long hair was starting to swirl in my face, making it hard to see. Through my hair, I started seeing green vines with tiny white flowers appear on the ground around me. This way, my imch, they whispered to me in a 4th voice. As I started to follow them, I asked, What is your name, friends? Kyé7e's, they would squeak back. It means strawberry. Kyé7e's, Kyé7e's, I would whisper back over and over again as I followed their vines to safety. After I thanked them 4 times, I came to the edge of the trep and could see my path home. It was glowing in sunshine. Kyé would then tell me. I turned around back towards the trep and yelled as loud as I could, Kyé7e's, 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 Kyé, Kyé7e's, schoosum, Kyé7e's, Speqpeq, Kyé7e's, snina. After I thanked them all 4 times, I ran along the sunny path home, making sure not to spill any of the Speqpeq from my basket. Kyé would always tell me that this is why when she is out on the land now, she says Kyé7e's to all the plants and trees and Speqpeq. Kyé told me that she could still hear them whisper. She also said that on quiet sunny days, if we give our thanks, we can hear them whisper too. Yuri Stooks, that's the end. Kyé7e's, everyone. So I just wanted to do a bit of about me. So my name is Jasmine Pigeon. I am in Kyé7e's and Speqpeq. I grew up in Clinton, BC and have traveled the world. I now reside in Kamloops, BC, where I am completing my Bachelor of Education, and this was my first full-length children's storybook. So Kyé7e's, thank you so much for listening and watching.